Hi guys, Glader here, and today I have an exciting update for the VRGuardians project. That is that we now have a spell system. It's a bit different than the last video where I showcased a prototype for spell casting. Now we actually have spells. And I'm going to demonstrate 4 spells, and I'm going to show you that you, users and players on the platform, can actually create spells, and how you would go about doing that. So first, let's go ahead and hop in on Glader. And you'll see that we've got an action bar full of icons that are all the same. You have to trust me, these are different spells, and well, you'll see it when I cast them. If you remember, one of the demo spells that I first showed just dealt some damage. That is still the case, and you see when we press the first one, it does nothing. Why is that? Well, it's because we're not targeting an enemy. If we go ahead and target ourselves and try to cast this, we still won't cast anything. But if we target this Booma, as you can see, he's got 31 health. We go ahead and cast Test Spell. You know, he lost quite a bit of health there. In fact, he lost about 10. So now we're able to specify targeting for spells, as well as some other things, and I'll show you what those other things are. So let's take a little bit of damage by clicking on ourselves. Have that set up for debug purposes. Alright, we've taken a lot of damage. Why don't we go ahead and cast ourselves a heal. Alright, we cast a small heal. That healed us a little bit. If we go ahead and target the boom and try to cast this heal, heals us. So we can only target friendly creatures or friendly entities with a healing spell like this. And that's also part of the new spell targeting system. But let's say we've taken a lot of damage and we need to really heal up. Well, we can actually cast this longer cast big heal that'll heal us for quite a bit. You see our health bar shot up tremendously. So we've got small heal, a quick heal that doesn't heal that much. We've got the longer cast one. So that's pretty cool. We also have another spell that I'll demonstrate before I hop into showing you how these spells are defined in a data-driven manner. We have this Pain spell. It's a very long cast. It can only target enemies. So let's see what's going to happen. Oh wow, we just completely wiped out all of his health. So that's your Pyroblast, if you will. And let me show you how these spells are defined. They're defined in the database. These aren't on the client. They aren't on the server. They're loaded in at runtime. It's a bit like World of Warcraft. To say it's a bit like World of Warcraft is an understatement. It takes basically the World of Warcraft spell system and implements it within VRGuardians. So you can define spell names, their cast time, and you can link them to effects. For now, you can only have one effect, but eventually you'll be able to have 3, and maybe long in the future, be able to have more than 3. So you can define some basic attributes on the spell, the cast time, but the spell effects is where the real heavy lifting comes in. You're able to define effect types. It's a bit hard to tell what they are by numbers, but I'll show you. You can define modifiers by level. So imagine I was level 5, I would do a little bit more damage with those spells. And you can also define the base points as well as a randomized range, so you don't just hit 5 every time or something. And you can also define the targeting behavior. The targeting behaviors as well as the effect types basically pulled it directly from my World of Warcraft emulation experience. And let me show you in the codes a little bit how that's sort of defined. Got to scroll on down here. Here it is. Okay, so you can define target validators. Based on the targeting type, you can validate target. And you also can define selectors that actually produce the targets after a spell cast has been successful. And you can also define effect handlers. So right now we just have school damage, which was that damaging spell, as well as spell heal effect, and that's what was healing us. So you can define handlers, and if you want to see more different types of effects, these are all from World of Warcraft right here. I don't know if I'll implement all of these, but I'm definitely planning on implementing some of those there. And so you can extend the spell system by adding more handlers, adding more target selectors for your different targeting types. And this is also from World of Warcraft emulation. You can see that there's a lot of ways to select targets in WoW. So yeah, that's the spell system. combined with the new spell casting system, which has also been taken from a prototype to actually a real implementation, which is pretty sweet. So that's the video for today, guys, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.